For the Wedding Saviours, we're planning to use this as like the official quote-unquote launch.
Yes.
But basically the idea is a group of wedding vendors come together to offer a free wedding to a couple in need. So, and then through contests and social networking and networking with other vendors, then there's the business side, but the community side is essentially to enable anyone to apply to have the free wedding. So as part of that, then we would let also the word out in the next prior to the lead up of this event for the wedding industry professionals as well, so that maybe they if they already have awareness of your facility. And the exhibit itself, you're saying 200 years of wedding fashion, so you will have like formal wedding gowns from the past.
It'll actually be, that has to be inside because they have to be protected, it should be quite nice.
Wow, excellent.
We have a nice area. We have a very actually large costume collection.
Neat.
The museums, like next to the ROM, we have one of the second largest ones in Ontario, and they're all just tucked away. So Eileen Collard, she was a so there's an interesting collection. So
when will you be looking at the gowns and preparing and stuff? That's coming later on.
That's our
curator. I see. So he does it separately.
And his department, and they're gonna be preparing it, but it's gonna be open for
nice.
Event, so. I think one thing that we noticed, a lot of people are looking for themes or something interesting and make their weddings unique. So we think even looking at these wedding gowns, like some people say, well, I really like that style. Like, can I find a gown in that style or style like my wedding to a certain period era? Even this is still like a heritage history-based site. So that's why even some of our musicians that we invited are the historic, but or the other theme that happens here is obviously that rustic country farm setting.
Where did you get these gowns from? Like, are they from the Burlington area, or they are?
I think actually I don't know exactly. I think some of them are from the Ireland family, and some might have just made their way because there was already a costume collection started.
Cool.
So.
Upstairs.
Back to that.
Okay. We use the totality of the grounds for events. We have like a little cottage here. That's a historic cottage that we use as programming space. But as far as weddings go, what happens for weddings is that we have the kitchenette, which is in that room, that we might be able to sit down. Sometimes people come here just to do their photography.
Right.
So. Because of the lime wash, just photographs really nicely, and we have the wagon wheels, a major event. Oh, maybe not the big. All of them are not the same size, but we have an event a month. That's of some proportion. It's actually like a museum. Right.
So
the artifacts and so on.
Right. So it's more for outdoor type wedding situations.
Type weddings. There's a programming room with a kitchenette.
Oh, okay.
Inside. Okay. That's an indoor space.
Right.
Some prep, but it's not enough to hold your whole reception.
Right. Okay.
And then, and like I said, the little cottage over there, as well as a prep room or change room.
I see. Right.
Want to use it for? But We are outdoor.
It's exclusively outdoor thing.
We want to cover off all of those things that somebody wanting to have a wedding here would want to, and then and without making the list too long of people who we've worked with who've been here who could have committed to even us helping awareness that we do facility rentals. And if you want to hold an event here, from what I understand, there are not that many available all the time in Burlington. So why not? Our intent is to sort of put together a referral binder. If somebody comes and is interested in having a wedding here, what does that mean? Well, here's a binder of people that we work with. You can quickly get orientated and get in touch with them, and they're familiar with the site now, and we would recommend them or whatever it is. And then somebody who wants to just on a much shorter notice sometimes, or hold a wedding or a reception or an event, it's available. So the stage has been used for ceremonies, and then this is quite popular as well. So there are a few things that are still in the works. We are trying to put together a fashion show. To showcase their dresses and get the models together. So that would be a nice.
Very nice.
We do flyer delivery in like several thousand, depending on the size of the event and what we're hoping to achieve. So like maybe 5,000 flyers around here that advertise the event.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then we do like a Kojiko promotion.
Right.
And then we run our press releases. Usually get picked up quite nicely by the local media if we really push it.
Right.
Usually successful with a CHCH or some other coverage like that, which we hope.
Very nice.
And we've also partnered with Wedding Ring magazine that's going to help us promote it, and they're going to come to the event and hand out their magazines.
Nice.
Right.
Excellent.
It actually is also a heritage cottage that was built onto the property. Probably doing the latest. Caterers cook here and people sample it, and they go through it. And we have artisans sort of demonstrating and so on. So this was an outdoor well, but then it became an indoor well and indoor plumbing.
Gee.
That's kind
When
of
they pumped the water,
They
see?
still had the pump, but it was in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was
Very clever.
fancy.
And,
Oh, this
That's obviously-
is,
It's a bedroom?
this is 1920 coming up.
Yeah.
1918 or so.
yeah.
Right.
My grandma had willow pattern dishes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. England.
Yeah, all those healthy preserved.
So, costuming.
The main dining room. That actually used to be a functional piano, which was nice when we had some Christmas programming, but we can't be tuned anymore, so we can't use it.
What a shame.
Too bad, yeah.
Unfortunately, but some of the furnishings are original, so that were at one time in the house. So it's kind of neat. Some of the wallpapers are replicas in the wall and the carpet as well, obviously. But
Is this the piano people can't
The
play?
melodeon, yeah.
Oh, wow.
it's a cross between a small piano and an organ, basically. I believe it's like that. It's supposed to sound more like kind of.
You should ask Paul.
Well, yeah, they do. There's a women's sitting room and then like a series of